now into the grand finals with Octave versus Lumen. Both very strong players. Octave was seeded first and is showing a lot of strong performance in the tournament. He's very consistent. Lumen coming from a 13th seed to get into a guaranteed top 2 spot on today's graphic. As we're seeing from these two, the main strengths of both these players is that they can push their advantage very well, and their defense doesn't lack either, which is what you want to see from both of these characters. They have tools to push and attack very well, but it's mainly oriented around, you know, sort of defensive passive gameplay. Let's just figure out which one though these two want to go for. Do they want to push a lot of attack, or do they want to try time the other out? A lot of aggression going on from the two right now, and they're not really like staying away from each other. They're trying to go as close to each other as possible and rack up their damage. Octave getting in with that first stock for the grand finals. Very convincing from the two of them right now though. Lumen, obviously we're not going to downplay his achievements. He's done a lot to get into this spot right now, and he's still playing as consistently as he was before. Oh, but that hydrant helping out with him. The second stock being taken from Lumen by Octave, who's now 3 stocks to Lumen's 1. This could be a very quick game 1 for Octave, or Lumen could pick up the pace and take it away from him as he just started. Holding on to the gyro for quite a while there kind of stops a lot of Rob's defensive options, as the gyro does kind of help with his positioning. It does set up a decent amount of combos too. Side B out of shield there, very unexpected, but it did help him as he racked up a decent amount of damage there. Pac-Man attacking from hell there as he managed to come back from a very uncomfortable spot there. Little back air right after shielding a lot of Rob's aggression. Looks like he might be going for another one of his fruit setups, which he's very confident in, but the up air taking Lumen's, giving a stock to Lumen against Octave. It's a nice little soothing gift there, given the circumstances he's been put in right now. Oh. I haven't seen Octave going for a lot of F smashes or anything right now from the bell. I reckon he's just kind of trying to play it slow or more safe. Rob there trying to go for the side beef with the hydrant, but unfortunately it turns around the other way and gives it to Pac-Man, who just F smashes him. You know, says, "Don't you use my hydrant, that's mine." Game 1 being given to Octave very convincingly. Alright, we're into game 2 now. They've chosen Kalos now. Very good, very decent stage. Kind of depends on... let's see, so it's a very high stage, so they got a bit more time to think about when they're being juggled right now, which both these characters, they do have very good tools to keep juggling the other, so I reckon with this one it's going to help them, give them a bit more space to think. Horizontally it's not too bad as well. The blast waves do go a bit far, despite what the platforms might make out to be. Nair out shield is a very quick option, which works mainly at close range rather than a distance. Finally, the Hydrant helping out Lumen there, the side B, but it just doesn't kill yet. Good stuff from Octave. Oh, he missed the Tekla right after the back air. Lumen with a big brain play going on there. Oh, nice little double bell, but the up smash didn't take the kill yet. Surprising given it's 142%, even despite the size of Calcer. I thought that would have gotten rid of him. A lot of trading going on here at the moment as both players kind of just dealing like roughly 10-20% of each other and then getting it back. Kind of hard to tell which player is doing better at the moment. Although I reckon Lumen's definitely going for a lot of more risky plays, as we saw before with the side B from the Hydrant, and then the back air near the edge of the stage and actually taking that stock. Looks like he's not really in a rush to come off stage just yet. But unfortunately the gyros are armoured through by the side B from Pac-Man. Very far gyro thrown there, Pac-Man just dodging it before getting hit. Also thinking in the future and not going too far in to the stage to get down aired by Rob. Oh, a nice little back air at a shield there, punishing Octave's approach and taking off his stock. This could be a Lumen game, but at the same time, he is on a very high percent, so I wouldn't be surprised if the kill came out very quickly after me talking. Although Octave's shown that he was willing to wait as long as it takes to grab this kill. Just avoiding the up air read. His own fruit being reflected out of him as he gets side beat to rack up a lot of damage from there. Weighing it out, knowing Lumen would try go for the read there. And that is the Apple taking the damage, the stock at 180%. Now we're just going to have to wait and see whether or not Octave can grab one more stock before having his own taken from him at this percent. Oh, Hydrant helping to apply a bit of pressure there. Kind of just, you know, taking a bit of shield damage if he can, and also making sure it forces Lumen into a defensive stance, such as shield or dodge. Using Hydrant to approach a lot right now. Nice little back air chain there too. Nearly missing the down air, which does come out very quickly, and unfortunately that does result in Lumen taking that stock, and game 2 going to Lumen. It's a very interesting set from the two of them right now. At the start it did seem like Octave might have been favoured, but now it's hard to tell who might win this whole thing. They've chosen Smasher now. Less room to be able to think of a more long-term plan, but it does help them think on their feet and go for more creative options. And I reckon that middle platform is going to help a lot for the camping from both players. So a lot of use of Hydrant there right now into the orange that nearly knocked him away for his stock. Oop, nice little nair out of shield, good option to use there. Not going to be a killing move necessarily, but you know, as long as it keeps the opponent away, it gives you more time to breathe. Oh my god, the apple coming back after the bounce to take that stock as a surprise. Don't think Lumen was expecting that one. Nice confirms off the Hydrant there, helped him push him towards Rob and go for the double back airs, which we saw last game as well. Does rack up a decent amount of damage, and it helps Pac-Man push their advantage state further. Oh, nearly catching him with the side B, but he just falls out before the last hit. That would have definitely taken the stock had it confirmed though. Oh, the down air launching him upwards, unfortunately. A bad spot to be put in for Lumen, but you know, he's still persevering, still pushing through. And as we saw there, taking their F smash stock. Keeping him away of those up airs right now. Good stuff from Octave, who seems to be very confident. The Hydrant just jumping over his head. As you can see, they're starting to pick up the pace now. They're going for a lot more quicker options right now. Oh, and he's gone for the grab after the missed up smash, and that is Lumen's second stock being taken. Forward air chains taking 41.5% there. Back air, surprisingly, I just noticed it does 15%. Pretty, you know, decent damage tool to use, especially as it can combo into itself at lower percent. And I think it helps as well with DI, whether or not he can get a third or even a fourth. I also like how Octave's using the Hydrant to stall his recovery, but I've definitely seen Lumens not always going for the same approaches to try to get that recovery. He's mixing it up in case Octave does a certain option to go for it. Dropping his gyro, but just misses. I reckon he's trying to go for the stage spike there. Shielding himself from all of that pressure that he applied on the ledge of the up air. Normally, Rob's kind of go for something to pressure it further, maybe another up air or an up smash. Side B finally connecting properly and taking that second stock, and we're now on a last stock situation again. Lumen though at 134% deficit. Any hit right now, especially from this bell, could be game 3 going to Octave. Oh, nice little Hydrant keeping him away furthermore. And that is the back air that will take the stock and give game 3 to Octave. We're now in a game 4 situation. We're now in game 4, same characters as expected, but the stage is going to be an interesting one, where they choose. They're on PS2. So we're already seeing that Octave's, no matter where he's positioning his Pac-Man right now, he seems to be able to, you know, go for a lot of confirms, go for a lot of chains. He's also very creative with his play, which is what Pac-Man does like to promote, you know. Despite the fact that his moveset might look like it's very repetitive for a lot of players, Pac-Man players themselves find that with all the fruits, all the approach options, you could definitely make up stuff on the spot that will be very creative, rack up a lot of damage, and even possibly be a 0 to death if you can do it properly. Rob is the same situation as well, despite the fact that a lot of their players do have linear approaches. In the hands of a good player, they will definitely go for a lot of creative plays. These two are definitely evidence that even if your character does seem to be very linear in terms of approach or in terms of the gameplay, there's still going to be a lot of creativity that makes them very fun to play or watch. Nice little retreat there to go for the back air, taking that stock. Lumen already leading now, but again 181% on his first stock. That means he could lose at any time. But he nearly took Octaves himself. Trying to go for the down air read, but just misses. Back throw should take the stock now, but Lumen's DI impressively there, making him survive. Nice little apple throw there to take the first stock off Lumen. Looks like they're now playing to keep away from each other rather than go for aggressive plays. But Octave still manages to find one of himself. Down there just going past the shield and knocking Octave to the left of the stage. Trying to go for a side B read there, but just misses. Unfortunately, Pac-Man misses the tech and his trampoline at the same time. Unfortunate to see from Octave, but he's not letting that get to him. Nice little bell into back air confirm, as we've seen there before several times. Trying to read the movement from Lumen, but just missing. Hydrant nearly grabbing him, but Lumen, anticipating it, shields it and protects himself. He reflected the Hydrant, but the F smash out of shield, helping him to take that stock. We're now on a last stock situation. This is going to be the game that decides whether or not we get to game 5, or whether or not Octave finally, you know, takes the win and gets another second Smash Sense win after his last one from many months ago. This is his second Smash Sense he's entered after all, and it would be impressive to see he's won every single one he's entered. Neither so far taking the lead over the other in terms of who can take the win. Racking up consistent damage from both though. I like how Octave doesn't always have to try to force an approach with like the fruits and the Hydrant. He is also not afraid to like go in with like a forward air, as we're seeing there. Oh, nearly going for the fruit combo there, but Lumen just mixing up the way he comes out of that combo. Oh, the Hydrant just being deflected away, nearly hurting Lumen, but he managed to defend himself very quickly. Could this be the last stop of the tournament? Bell into the back air, nearly taking it, just a bit high percent would have done. No, he missed the tech, and that is game 4, the set and the tournament going to Octave.